So my honest first reaction to Twomad's death was, this is a meme, it has to be. Cause seeing his name, Mudea Siddiq, I think? I thought that maybe that was like a meme from one of his videos, like Joe Mama.
You don't know who Joe is? Joe Mama!
Or like a sexual euphemism. Cause when you look at it written, it looks a little bit like mud diseased dick or something. And then I realized, oh wait, that's just his actual name. And the dude is actually dead. So I've been thinking about this death quite a bit, which is weird because I didn't know the guy. And I wasn't a huge fan of his. I of course watched some of his stuff. In fact, one of his very first YouTube videos, which was like a memey Overwatch video, I remember it from like 7 years ago. And I remember thinking, this is weird and different and kind of cool. You guys don't get it. This editing was like so next level in 2017. It was like nothing I've seen before.
You made me want to kill myself. That's an easy way to put it.
He was definitely a part of the group, if not at the very forefront of the group, of people that ushered in like the zoomer memey editing style that later became so prevalent.
Hey everyone.
Oh my god.
So I have kind of a crazy story to tell. What are you talking about, man? Yikes.
I'm not going to go over all the allegations against him or whatever. I will say it seems like the dude was nuts. He probably did some pretty bad things. At the very least, a lot of creators who have worked with him say that he was weird and that he made them feel uncomfortable at times or whatever. And I see a lot of people basically celebrating his death, or at best just memeing about it on Twitter. And I don't know, that makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. I mean, he did die playing Overwatch, which, okay, that is pretty funny. But anyway, going back to people's reactions, like when it comes down to it, most people really don't care about mental health or rehabilitation or any of that shit. People are fickle as hell. I don't know, just the concept that we have like this fixed idea of who a person is. Everything that they are is distilled into like one or two things, like one or two ideas. And now that they're dead, there's no way they can come back from that or change. It's not even about like their public reputation. It's about like the harm he may have caused others. They will never get closure from him ever again. Or just for his own sake, he won't feel like he's rectified it. Well, now that he's dead, he's not thinking anything, but still. I don't know, I don't like that. Especially in cases where serious mental illness might be like a genuine contributing factor. Because medication and therapy can legitimately completely flip a person in some cases. Like 23 is way too young. I'm not an emotional person, you guys know. But young people dying, I don't know. Just the idea that they don't get to fully realize who they are. If they have been shitty, that they don't get the chance to change or be better. Even the idea of me dying now is like, I feel really sad about it. In my head, like there are loads of different future versions of me. But whatever it is I end up doing or whether or not I fail at it, just the idea that that I'm cut short, that I don't get to fully realize what I am to the world. I mean, this literally hasn't even happened. I might go on and live a full life, but just the idea of it like saddens me. I know what I'm essentially just saying is young death is sad, but I mean, it's true. It just is. I sometimes wonder like, how do religious people feel about this? Like, do they think, oh, it's God's plan and he's now in a better place or whatever? Is that a genuine comfort to them? Because knowing religious people, it doesn't seem to make death any easier on them. And hey, maybe he's not in heaven, you know? Alright, I just want to have a final word on drugs, man. So we're past that kind of era of demonizing drugs as the devil, right? But we're now a little bit in that era where people pass drugs off like they're nothing. Even alcohol is just like so normalized, it's crazy to me. This stuff's poison. I'm not saying you should never ever indulge in these things, but my god, the recklessness. Like when I first got to uni, it shocked me how prevalent cocaine use is, like in parties and stuff. I've always been a bit of a square, you know, goody two shoes type, but I don't know, I just never go anywhere near any of that stuff. Because who knows, maybe I have a brain that's predisposed to explode. And people always think they'd never be that guy, but you never know. Anyway, good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.